This one YouTuber just recently, July 27th, released Mutahar has been a fake engineer for 10 years. Like, I generally know what the accusation is going to be, but I don't know all the fine details. So let's find out together.
Nicantros. If you've been following Some Ordinary Gamers or Mutahar's behavior the past year or so, you might have noticed that something is up. He quits Twitter suddenly, causing people to panic.
Then he comes back. He comes back.
And then,
I'm pretty sure I kind of mentioned this as much in my one Mutahar video, which I'm totally vindicated.
and rejoins Twitter quietly months later. He said
Quiet. Is that a separate account?
he won't buy a Nintendo Switch 2, and then instantly buys one when it comes out. There was even that time he disavowed his longtime friend, Naxtaku, but then he took the video down and apologized. Apparently he overreacted to a video criticizing him for watching lowly hentai with Naxtaku, and not for anything else.
Wait, you showed porn in those videos?
That's a video I'm still working on, and this video you're about to watch right now is a little appetizer I've cut out of its body of research, because it was getting too bloated as it is. Anyway.
Oh, this is only a segment from a bigger expose on Mutahar?
Despite saying he would quit drama, not only did Mutahar return to drama,
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it was not Hassan Piker himself, but I'm sure he's signal boosting Noah Samson, who was sent. Noah Samson struck first when it came to Mutahar, so I understand. So what is he saying here? I get watching other people's videos is all you're really good at, but try vetting out slander before promoting at Hassan. I have never defended or backed the Israeli genocide on innocent Gazans. Never will I ever.
he decided to join forces with Ethan Klein to go after Hassan Piker. It's an odd choice because Ethan doesn't exactly have the highest opinion of Mutahar.
Do you have the part where Mutahar runs outside with a gun?
I don't, but
I'm like, dude, these people are insane. Boogie's not even the craziest one in that room still. There's a point where Mutahar goes, oh shit, is someone stealing my car? And he runs outside with a gun. And then he comes in 30 seconds later and goes, oh no, it's chill, just my brother.
Oh my
Like,
god.
this pseudo badass weird fucking shtick he's doing is not it. And frankly, he's so mean-spirited and nasty, and he has this weird thing where he needs to act like cool and that he's so successful and rich. He tells Boogie, dude, why don't you upload more? I upload every day and YouTube's not even my job. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. I think he considers
Lying about YouTube not being his job. I mean, at this point, YouTube for him has to make more money or whatever he's doing, right? There's no way his IRL job's that important. Which, I don't know, is Ethan Klein cooking here? Is Ethan Klein actually pretty, like, on the ball right here?
thinks his real job is being a day trader. I might be wrong about that.
Day
but
trader?
That's pretty funny.
No way.
But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro. I'm uploading every day. Ugh, I really got turned off by Mutahar in that one, man. Really did.
So Mutahar is a poser and he lies about having a job outside of YouTube. Those are pretty heavy accusations. But who has the time to watch through over a decade of videos and streams to check if he's telling a consistent story? I certainly don't, but I know a much faster way of achieving the same end result with only a few hours of effort. I can just search all of his video transcripts at once for certain keywords and timeline the claims he's made.
I play video games and scratch
Is
my...
he gonna share the tool he uses? Because that'd be very useful. And frankly, it'd be a dick move if he just didn't release whatever he did.
balls most days when I'm not working. I wake up, I scratch my balls, I do my job, and then I fucking play some video games. I wake up, scratch my balls, play some Mass Effect, make a video, and like do some of my stock work, and that's it. I wake up, I scratch my balls, and I play some Mass Effect, okay? I wake up every day, I do my job, I scratch my balls.
I like how the most consistent part of what he's saying is he scratches his balls.
I play around with Linux, some video games, and that's my life, dude.
Before we get into it, isn't this stalking? Isn't this a violation of privacy? No, I am going by information
He uploaded it publicly. How would it be?
Mutahar has made public through pieces of media he's volunteered.
I mean, still, if you're binge watching Mutahar, it's like going back that far, I feel like that's That's a different accusation I would levy against you.
Voluntarily published on his YouTube channel, or public media appearances he has consented to. I'm also using information from a video that shows his LinkedIn page, which is something he seems to be cool with. He can do whatever he wants in his private life, but if he's claiming to be a doctor or an engineer to make his perspectives more valuable to an audience, validating the truthfulness of these claims about his life become a matter of public interest. If a history channel was receiving undisclosed funding from a foreign state, publishing that information would be in the public interest, even if that knowledge was gained through violations of privacy. Violating someone's privacy to humiliate them by exposing their porn browsing habits would not be in the public interest. But I haven't gone there, and I don't need to. I also completely disavow and denounce any kind of harassment or actual stalking behavior.
I agree with this, but I completely disavow stalking, harassment, anything, guys. Calm yourselves.
Based on my findings, Mutahar has consistently
Calm yourselves.
claimed that YouTube isn't his job.
Hey, YouTube isn't my job.
We got some
My
better
job isn't
background
YouTube.
music here.
YouTube is not my job. 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 YouTube is not my job.
I use YouTube as a hobby. This is not a job for me.
The YouTube is not a job, and that was that like 400,000 views.
Okay.
He works a regular 9 to 5.
Like I work.
Okay, really, if you are passionate about YouTube, you're not going to be making videos about fucking Elon Musk, you know, and whatever he claims he has on like Diablo 4, was it? Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? If you're passionate about making something, this is dog shit.
A regular job every day. I go to my office, I work, I come home, I cut together the video that I recorded the night, or 2 nights or whatever before, and I post that on the internet. It is a therapeutic, fun thing for me.
So what is that job? If you ask Mutahar's fans, they think he's a cybersecurity expert, an IT professional, a video editor. Ethan said day trader. There seems to be an awful lot of uncertainty about this definitely real job that Mutahar has. Mutahar's also insisted throughout his career that he is an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm only an engineer. Oh, I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm just an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm just a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. As an engineer, being an engineer, I don't have to tell you as an engineer. I'm just a dumb engineer.
Okay, I'm genuinely curious. Have any of you been watching Mutahar since like 2017, 2018 era? And if so, have you ever stopped watching him? Tell me, out yourselves in chat. Did you ever watch Mutahar?
As an engineer, my engineer asked, but as an engineer, so I'm just a fucking dumb fucking engineer. Like I can pull over, I'm an engineer, but I'm an engineer. As an engineer, I'm an engineer. As somebody that is an engineer, I'm saying I'm the number one engineer. As an engineer, all right. As an engineer, I'm just an engineer. Speaking as somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer.
But there's multiple types of engineers, so what kind of engineer is he?
I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer, dude. I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
And I'm just like.
Wait, when did Jack's Films get
Engineer,
in
dude,
that
I'm a fucking
podcast?
computer engineer.
Wait, this is such a funny lineup. Nux Taku, Some Ordinary Gamers, and Jack's Films. What do they even talk about there?
YouTuber, why are you asking me?
And I'm just like a computer engineer by default. Like I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a fucking computer engineer. You want to talk about cyber war?
I barely even heard the like smoke alarm. Dude, the way it fades in on screen.
And computer engineer. I'm a fucking computer engineer. You want to talk about cyber warfare? I'm a computer engineer.
Oh, this is so good.
I'm a computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. No, I'm a computer engineer, okay? I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer.
In the United States, people throw around the word engineer like candy, but in Canada, it's a bit more protected, especially in Ontario where Mutahar lives.
Okay, so Mutahar for as long as we've known him on his YouTube career has lived in Canada. I feel, hasn't he recently kind of moved down to Texas? I feel like he talked about that last year, at least when he was on Kino Casino.
Now, I do want to give the disclaimer that I'm not a lawyer or a Canadian. I'm just a guy who looks stuff up online, and based on what I've read, it's actually illegal to call yourself an engineer if you are not a licensed engineer. That's
crazy. Could Mutahar actually get arrested just for saying that? Like in Canada? Is that how I mean, obviously, like, I don't know how loosely applied this is, but I mean, he has been claiming it for a number of years.
Engineer. The Ontario Engineering
Or does that only apply on like job applications?
Regulatory body, Professional Engineers Ontario, claims to take offense to even titles like software engineer being used instead of software developer, but they do make an exception for terms like train engineer, broadcast engineer, or sound engineer, which are not professional engineers in the same way that a computer engineer or a civil engineer would be. Calling yourself a computer engineer to a public audience is like saying that you're a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer. You might as well call yourself a doctor or a therapist. For Mutahar to be a licensed...
Yeah. The people that always demand that you say that it's doctor, not Mr., not Mrs., it's doctor, right? They always have the most like non-important job that you can get with a doctorate.
Computer engineer, for him to be able to legally call himself a computer engineer or an engineer in general, he would need a 4-year degree, 4 years of training, and to pass the National Professional Practice exam. If he had just a degree, then he could only call himself a computer engineer graduate. This is where things become a little bit difficult, because Mutahar is apparently not just a computer engineer.
I'm a video engineer now. I think I know how this shit fucking works. Speaking out of an engineer, like if I wasn't a computer
does he not?
engineer,
wait, did he not? Okay, so is this from 2015?
I know how this shit fucking
Dude, we're pulling up videos from like 2005. That's 10 years ago. This is an over 10-year-old video, dude.
works. Speaking out of an engineer, like if I wasn't a computer science engineer, I wouldn't fucking speak about Elon being an idiot. But as an engineer, yeah, I'm gonna call him a fucking idiot.
No, okay, like, yeah, Elon Musk, socially, he could be an idiot. Politically, he could be an idiot. As an engineer, well, like, genuinely, like, are you, like, here criticizing his rockets or something? What? Oh, my, dude, this is with Review Tech USA? He's streaming Review Tech USA.
Because he does do idiotic statements. This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer,
A computer engineer is very much a real thing, but a video engineer or a broadcast engineer isn't a real professional engineer. While computer science graduates often work in software development, sometimes called software engineering, computer science isn't an engineering discipline. So computer science engineer doesn't really make sense. Cybersecurity engineer is once again using the word engineer as just a job title. Mutahar clearly wants the prestige of being perceived as an engineer, given that he's been calling himself an engineer for the past 10 years. And he uses this title to make himself more authoritative.
but I'm an engineer. I know how this stuff is going, so I'm not even speaking out of pocket right here, okay? If you want to disagree with me, feel free, but you're actually wrong. As somebody who is a computer,
Wait, what? Xbox made Fox News mad
I disagree
in the big 2023. What did they do? Make shit games?
with me, feel free, but you're actually wrong. As somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer
Elon Musk is a very insecure and terrible gamer.
code, for instance, hearing Elon talk about computers and anything code related is actually mind-bogglingly stupid.
It's not clear what kind of an engineer.
Wait, okay, hold up. So Lex Cornelisian? No, okay. So apologies for butchering your name. New guy here. Love Manic's content. Can anyone explain this dress down? Well, what are you referring to as dress down? I'm genuinely curious. Are you curious of why I'm holding the Sonic ice cream in my little PNG?
Engineer he is. So, what education does he have?
Oh, and by the way, shout out Lex, for being a new guy, So, I have been getting a lot of new people in, and by the way, I love all of you guys. All right, we're in a very non-parasocial way.
It's a really good explanation of why, I picked engineering as, the road to go down when I was studying. I'm like...
So, he would have an engineering degree.
I went to university for computer sciences, and that's it. Education background, asking because a lot of CS knowledge. I did computer engineering when I fucking went to college. That's what I did.
Okay, so at least a computer science degree.
I thought when I got into university for a while, and
I mean, I feel like if this has been a very consistent thing for 10 years at this point, then I feel like he might have just oh yeah, like make it sound good for like you know, for pickup lines or whatever, and then he just started believing in his own bullshit. Like I don't like, he might actually believe he's a legitimate engineer at this point, like especially because if he started saying it in 2015, then he might have started like believing in it, you know.
Dropped out like a semester in because I was like, okay, no.
Oh, he dropped out after a semester.
Like I'm a dropout myself. I've never finished university, but I'm not going to dog.
Wait, Skibbity Toilet has surpassed Mr. Beast, and that is a 2-year-old video. Yeah, it is past July 28th. Oh man,
I'm like school.
Skibbity Toilet's 2 years old. Does anybody have that one meme where it's like the baby before and after when you realize Skibbity Toilet came out 1 year ago?
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to learn to be
valuable.
Yeah, if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, if you're going to be in the STEM field, you need to go to university, okay?
You need to go to university to be an engineer, but Mutahar is a dropout. He has no degree.
Were you a computer science major?
Well, I guess he's see, I say my statement and he's now proving it wrong. Okay, glad I love this back and forth. It's like a conversation here.
That's what I went to for college for a little bit, dropped out of it, you know? I feel like there's a weird misconception. People think I'm like some fucking crazy degree holder. It's like, no. No, I would have been way more in fucking university debt if I went down that fucking route.
I sure wonder why people might have that impression.
Dog, with the amount of money that Moot has been making, like, there's no way he would still be in university debt.
Is it bad if you don't get a STEM degree? Look, I'm gonna sound biased as fuck, but STEM degrees all the way. I'm gonna sound biased because, you know, as an engineer, like, you know, you want to get the degree that's gonna get you a job, you know, a good job. Not saying other degrees can't, but like, you gotta be smart.
Sometimes he says he didn't always want to be.
I mean, that is kind of a good advice right there.
An engineer.
My biggest thing was I didn't really want to be an engineer anyways. Growing up, I didn't really want to do anything. I actually wanted to do law. I didn't go through law. Honestly, I didn't even want to be an engineer when I grew up. Like, I wanted to be a lawyer for the longest times.
Other times he says he's a former engineer.
So, like, being a former engineer, like, I virtualized, like, everything, so I, like, contain shit. And
even an
is that an Epic Mealtime podcast? The Binge Eater podcast.
So, like, being a former...
That has, like, less than 14,000 views. I feel... I don't know. I feel like the point of Epic Mealtime is to, like, you know, if they have them eat, you know, are they eating in the podcast? I don't see food. I don't see any food.
Engineer, like, I virtualize, like, everything, so I, like, contain shit. And
even an ex-engineer.
The coolest ways possible. I'm like a fucking ex-engineer.
But here's the thing. He's been saying he used to be an engineer, or that he worked as an engineer.
I just like Twitter. the website previously known as, I know it has like a job thing. What I feel like they label their official positions as software engineers. But let me try to look that up.
10 years.
I wanted to share sort of my engineering background with you. Okay, I worked as a fucking engineer, all right, before I went into this shit. I think I know this. I also like to mess around with technology. I myself used to be an engineer before I went to the video editing route.
Mutahar started his channel in 2012, the same year he turned 18. By video editing route, he means
bro turned 18 in 2012, Unk status. Okay, but okay, check this out. So I found this post. I'm pretty sure this guy used to work at Twitter, previously staff at X. Okay. So yeah, this guy got fired. This guy got fired from Twitter, and by not Twitter, but X Twitter, Elon's Twitter. Do you want to be a software engineer that is actually allowed to take risks, that is actually allowed to do stuff like running a never seen before live stream size? X is hiring. If you're a good engineer, you want to be here. And then if you look at all these, software engineer, network development engineer, ML infrastructure engineer, backend engineer, quality engineer, software engineer, backend software engineer, which and you know, this guy's Indian. Wait, does he call himself okay, yeah, maybe it's a cultural trait. Maybe this guy's being racist.
That he switched careers after his channel began taking off.
And the interesting thing about this whole YouTube stuff is it actually made me change my entire career choice. You know, I never really thought of myself.
300,000 team members. I'm assuming that's 300,000 subscribers and getting 13K views. In 2014?
Myself as an individual who, I mean, I express talents in film production and everything, and you know, I never really threw myself into it. I did stuff on the side even before YouTube as well. But this really changed me, and it made me more passionate in the whole, you know, video production side too. So now that is my field of choice. Now I work as a video editor. For those of you who don't know what I do outside of YouTube, I do that. I work as a video editor for my own post stuff.
All the programming, cybersecurity, penetration testing work he talks about early on are jobs he supposedly did before he did YouTube, and he didn't like doing it.
Before this, I was a depressed individual, and
all right, so we'll find a job for Mutahar that he'll actually like. All right, here's careers.x.com/English. So let's see, what should we do? Let's do IT. All right, yeah, so here's the IT sector. You got some in California, UK, mostly. Okay, this is mostly California. PH. What is PH? Is that Philly? I actually don't know. Okay, a location. So okay, we can get something in Atlanta. All right, who wants to work for Elon Musk in Atlanta? Who wants to work in Austin, Texas? Okay, that says panel. Whatever. Let's see. Los Angeles. Let's see what Los Angeles they got. Senior commercial lawyer, client partner, hardware systems engineer, client account manager. Yeah, see, we're gonna get New York City. Let's see what they got in New York City. Software engineers. All right, we're gonna find Muta a new job.
I was gonna go through a certain set path in my career and just go through that and move on, right? And there was a point where
is this the I'm assuming this is ground zeros, right? Oh, I'm curious to see, what does chat think of Metal Gear Solid 5? I'm genuinely curious.
I didn't think there was much else. I was gonna go through the motions and everything, and then
I'm planning on some point at going through all the Metal Gear games, not necessarily on stream. I'm planning on just like going through them all.
You know, to cut down on the stress, and I still have stress issues nowadays. But you know, back then I had a crazy amount of depression and stress issues, and so to counteract that, I decided, you know, why not do YouTube? And so, you know, one night I went onto the Google Create account and did it, and you know, and then we started making videos. I told you guys, I'm a guy who used to code bank applications. Really boring shit.
Whoa. Okay, this is a very distinct like 2015. Okay, do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, this dress, everything about this image is like, oh yeah, that's from 2015. It's like, I want to say it's like the player. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube, but the white people that really act like black people. It's right. Okay, please tell me you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Now I'm a dude who cuts stuff together. All right, who edits stuff, you know, who does stuff for film, TV, all that stuff. And I can't stress to you all how important that is to me.
The backwards cap, the flannel.
And you all have inspired me to go out and chase that dream. You all
really
inspired me to fucking
together.
Sit in front of my computer and make a video when I have some off time, and I fucking love doing it.
Baby Mutahar liked to edit videos, and after starting YouTube, he switched careers from computer engineering to film and television, and this is where his actual education comes in.
I worked in film and TV before I still don't have a fancy fucking degree, okay? And there you go, I filmed it, alright? I used my film degree to something.
He calls it a film degree, but it's actually a 2-year broadcasting/videography diploma he got from Humber College between 2013 and 2015.
Okay, I feel like this might just be arguing semantics at this point, because like if you're talking just like in a video and if you want like, you know, the most like, if you want the most brain dead people to understand, just say degree, not like a certificate or diploma at this point. Yeah.
If he went back to studying to get an actual engineering degree, he never mentioned anything about it. Not a single slip. Mutahar was never a real engineer, but he's been calling himself one for a decade because of tech jobs he supposedly had before 2013 or 2012.
Wait. But didn't he turn 18 in 2012? So how would he get as prestigious of like a degree and engineering positions as he did at the age of like 18, 19?
I never tell people like what I do. Like I never tell people.
Also, who's Chubby Emu?
Thing, right? Like I don't even tell people. I'm not an engineer. I haven't been one for like years, like fucking for eons at this point, right? Like in internet time.
What he calls him being an engineer is
Okay, that when he said in internet time, that's doing a lot of heavy lifting for him.
something he did for only a little bit.
I can imagine, like, for families, like, I mean, just an Indian family alone, it's like, son, you've got 3 choices for what you're doing, all right? You got 3 character classes, doctor, engineer, or maybe a lawyer, all right? Like, that's it. So, you know, I did one of them for a little bit, and then I just pretty much stuck to, you know, this life now.
Imagine if you worked as a mechanic in high school, and 10 years after quitting that job, you're still introducing yourself as a mechanical engineer. From 2015 to 2020, he claimed to primarily work as a video editor.
That's because I'm a
Oh, yeah. The 10 years after the fact. Yeah, I'm still I still am a cashier at McDonald's, bro.
fucking editor in real life anyways, so ever since I became a video editor and that was my job in life, I work as a video editor. You know, that's my job.
By trade, what I do for a living is video editing.
I wasn't always a fucking video editor. Am I a fucking passionate video editor? Do I like my job? Yes, I do. My job is video editing. I'm a video editor by trade. No, I'm
Okay, if he's a video editor, but like if that's his real life job, then I feel like he may have had a little more effort put into his videos, maybe. Or maybe the slops just had to keep churning.
video editor, you know, that's how
I got poor shamed by a Mac user.
that's how I pay for the strip club and the home.
And initially called himself a video engineer.
I'm a video engineer now. I think I know how this shit fucking works.
It's not a real engineering job, but he was still calling himself an engineer. In 2019, he
So he was he like slowly shifting here? Where it's like, oh yeah, he went from like video editor to video engineer. Now he just like says he has any engineer job back in the day.
conflated being a video engineer with being a computer engineer.
I'm a computer engineer, so I really computer a video engineer, whatever you want to call it. I'm one of those people, so
Again, totally different qualifications. One is an actual professional engineer, the other is a job title. In 2020, Mutahar claimed to be an exceptionally successful day trader.
Now, for those of you who don't know, one of my side hobbies turned basic, you know, general second profession of mine is day trading, swing trading.
Talking about day trading on January 2nd, 2020. I bet you made a killing off of that.
Whatever you want to call it. I like to sit in the mornings,
Assuming
sip
it's
my
being
coffee,
real.
you know, go on the NASDAQ, see what I can look pre-market, buy, sell, and be done by, 11 or something, and call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's something that I've been doing for almost a year, give a couple months, and it's definitely a very, it's a fun part of my lifestyle. I'm a very mathy guy. I do a lot of calculations in my head. I lose money, but I generally have an 80-85% success rate, and that's just the nature of this stuff.
In 2021, he claimed his job was trading and investing.
My job right now, I just sit around and trade and invest. That's what my job is.
But he was still an engineer or a computer engineer. Apparently his dad calls him an engineer who knows computers.
I'm sitting in the room. It's like, when it comes to computers, do you talk about it with my son? Do you act like an intelligent person? Because my son's a fucking engineer, okay? If I'm wrong about computers, I'm gonna believe what my son says because he's the fucking engineer. You're not a doctor. Like, fucking insane, dude.
But he also just sits at home and invests money.
I invest. That's my job now. I just sort of sit home and invest money.
Now, if I was ashamed of only being a YouTuber, that is the job I'd be claiming to have. When asked by a guest on his podcast about his computer work, he claimed it's only a hobby now.
I don't know how much you want to delve into this, but like you do, so do you do computer stuff on the side, or that's your main thing?
I literally just invest money. Like, I buy property and I invest, and that's all I do now.
You're at that point now.
If any, I feel like day trading might be more shameful than being a YouTuber. I'm not sure. Like, okay, do I actually? Let's do a poll. I'm gonna hear you guys out. 1 in chat if day trading is more shameful. 2 in chat if streamer or YouTuber is more shameful. I'm genuinely curious. 1 for day trader, 2 for streamer / YouTuber. I'm genuinely curious. I want to hear your full takes. Right? You know, I want to hear you guys argue this out.
That big of a baller, bro?
I wouldn't say it's like baller. It's just like
Do you do programming?
Destiny.
I do it it's more of a hobbyist thing now for me personally. I'm trying to like work around with consoles at this point, like reverse engineer shit that I have.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's what I'm into now. It's just like it all has become like a hobbyist thing for me at this point.
Okay, I see how it is, guys.
Like, just like for me, I look at it, it's like woodworking and shit. Like those woodworking channels. I'm like, this is just like me sitting down for 2 hours, like killing time and like working on a long form project, but not something that I would ever care to ever be bothering doing again, even as a career path. It's just too stressful.
All right, shout out Project Black for being the only guy to say one.
It's like boring. Well, compared to anything that we do now, you know?
In 2023, he's calling himself an engineer a lot, just like before. But in March, he claims he just invests money again.
Were you into business before doing YouTube?
Oh, I think like because 2023, that's kind of like that's kind of at the point where he's like riding high, definitely. So yeah, I think the hubris got the better of him. It's like, yeah, he stopped caring about his story at that point.
No, after like, you know, I worked and then it's pretty much like my job. Like I worked and then now I have enough money to like, you know, buy property and like invest in.
T YouTuber D, am I the exception? Can I be the exception? Am I not included in T YouTuber D?
That's pretty much what I do.
In August, he gave the impression he still worked as an engineer.
All right, as an engineer, if I show up to my office and I fuck up, okay, I don't have a job anymore.
But then he also mentions working at his own company that does asset management and property development.
At our company, like not YouTube, but outside YouTube, like when it comes to our main work property and everything, like our like asset management, property development, stuff like that.
So before YouTube, Mutahar did the computer, programming, cybersecurity work he thinks entitles him to call himself an engineer. Between 2013 and 2015, he's studying his videography diploma. From 2015 to 2020, he's a video editor, and from 2021 onwards, he's a day trader, investor, and eventually the CEO of his own company that does asset management and property development. He's also calling himself an engineer.
When, like, depending on what the company's registered as, wouldn't you be able to just look that up? If like, you can just look up the company and who's the CEO, right?
Near the whole time, we already know he's not an actual engineer, but is he actually a business owner? Because there's some weird inconsistencies in the things he says about it as well.
As a boss, and I don't know, like, this is going to sound like kind of cold, but I don't make jokes at the office. I don't make any.
Stay under 50K and you just need to wear a yellow star. The yellow star would probably be more valuable than like the silver YouTube play button at this point.
Fucking jokes at an office. I am
like genuinely the only thing I really care about. I just want to get to that like silver play button, like for 100K. That is like the goal, and I really don't care anymore. I like after that, whatever happens, man.
not this kind of Mutahar, okay? So
I'm sure I will feel differently once I actually get that successful to get 100K.
to explain what kind of person I am, like at the office, I'm just like, how's work? What are we doing? What's the plan for today? Like literally, it's as matter of frank as I can be. I don't partake in jokes. I don't do any of that fucking shit. And if I see fucked up jokes, you know, which I haven't seen, I stop that shit right there. I always have to, like, you always have to be professional at your office. And sometimes you come across as like a deadpan motherfucker, but it's better to be deadpan than, you know, turn your office into like, what I mean is like, I never would have my office turn into like frat house workplace. Like it would never be a frat house.
He would never allow his...
Never be a frat house. Dude, I don't know. I feel I'd like to actually have fun at work, chat. I don't know if that's just you, but I'm not saying frat house behavior. You know, I'm not saying that. But like, don't be the guy that's not like, I don't know. You know the people who are like, they're the personality hires, but they just kind of lighten the mood of the whole situation, right? I've come around to appreciate those types of people. Project Black says, personally, in my own opinion, I think that streaming on YouTube is a more legitimate livelihood than the day trading stuff, you know, scamming and stuff. All right, chat. I'll let you guys debate in the comment section.
Office to turn into a frat house, but 8 months later...
To be fair, like there is a betting pool in amongst like my office friends, because we do talk about like which gig streamers dying first.
Yeah, and
Isn't that pretty fratty? Isn't that a fucked up joke?
And if I see fucked up jokes...
Wait, hold up. Let me...
Betting pool in...
Let's see what happens.
Office to turn into a frat house, but 8 months later...
To be fair, like there is a betting pool in amongst like my office friends, because we do talk about like which gig
my office friends.
Streamers dying first.
yeah, and
Isn't that pretty...
So, well, that would the base assumption there would be like, I'm assuming the context is the people at his office, quote unquote, would know that Mutahar is a YouTuber.
Fratty? Isn't that a fucked up joke?
And if I see fucked up jokes... you know, which I haven't seen. I stopped that shit right there.
Maybe he just sucks at maintaining a professional culture. Could it be possible that Mutahar has been faking having a job?
Obviously, like he's virtue signaling both ways. Like in a conversation with other people, yeah, we make jokes, but then when he's like doing a video on his own, like guys, I'm super serious at my job, guys. I'm super serious. I'm super serial.
All along?
That's South Park. Yeah, guy. Okay, shout Kite and Chaz. If you haven't seen a South Park video, you should go check it out. Also, shout my Sydney Sweeney video that just came out earlier today. Have you guys seen my Sydney Sweeney video? I should pin that actually. Hold up, let me just copy the link to that. Okay.
Doing daily uploads while being a CEO 9 to 5.
We goon to Sydney Sweeney here.
Is a pretty busy schedule, as Ethan said. When he was on the Unsubscribed podcast, Mutahar made sure to let everyone know he works 9 to 5 and that he's a very serious businessman.
Legitimately still have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I have a 9 to 5.
Dude, he works in hours and hours. That's what, like, this is why I respect it. How many subs do you have on YouTube?
I think like 3.4 or 5 million or something. I don't know.
Genuine, I don't understand. I don't like. There's no way that it would be profitable to work 9 to 5. Or I feel like you're leaving a lot on the table if you're that big on YouTube and you're just doing a 9 to 5 job. Like surely there's a way you can like make more than obviously he's faking it, right? There's no way, but he would be making more on YouTube than ever at his job, and so he might as well just like double down on YouTube, then continue doing both ways. You know what I mean? Like if something just pays more, you might as well just do that.
I don't know.
3.5, like 3.5 million. We'll say that, and you're still doing multiple 9 to 5s where you're running different businesses. You were talking about
we're CEO of our own company. Like I'm the
multiple 9 to 5s. Bro doesn't understand the definition of 9 to 5, bro.
CEO of like our own group. We do a lot of like property and like asset investment around where we live. We're getting into construction and everything too. So it's like for us, like my job is a 9 to 5 every day.
So you upload how many videos a week?
A day. Like I upload it every day.
Dude, workhorse. Exactly. And why I always
He really loves bathing in that praise, but it's not enough. He needs.
Okay, can somebody tell? Is that Brandon Herrera next to him? This is Brandon Herrera, right? I'm not getting him confused with someone else.
What's the last 10 things you watched? Gay porn? It's probably going to give you the 11th video.
What the fuck did I just like? What?
I'm just saying.
Driving there, we were talking about cybersecurity because that's what you went to school for. You're like, homeboy's very smart. That was you do actual business, and then YouTube is a
YouTube is always like the secondary side gig. It's
Then he brags about his charitable donations, and we see behind the curtain how uninformed Mutahar actually is.
Like for me, it's like the receipts. Crazy. If I could tabulate them up every year, you know, like like during COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity, and it was like out of my personal accounts. I don't write any of this off for taxes because I don't believe in writing off charity for taxes. I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Writing off charitable
okay.
donations is a shitty thing to do. How? Why? All that means is that the money you donated is tax exempt. It means you can donate more money to charity, as Brandon Herrera says.
It's a pretty shitty thing to do. Well, for me, it's like
the more money you can write off, the more money you can keep from the government and spend it better, you know, putting it toward more charity.
The money that
How can you be the CEO of a company, a serious businessman who knows his shit, but you don't understand basic accounting?
You want to talk about social battery, like 7 is when I get up. I got to be in meetings every fucking day. My work day doesn't end until like 4 p.m. That's when I get like a chance to open up the Premiere Pro project file for the video, and I get to work on that, and then I get to upload that a day later. Like I don't believe in days off. Like I literally can't believe in a day off. Like I'm always like jittery because I'm like I want to do work. Like I really do like enjoy doing work. Like any day that I don't feel like I do my job.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way. Like I feel like you'd have to be obese if that's how hard he was working. I'm assuming, you know, obviously there's a lot of sitting down work. If he's a manager, probably sitting down, right? Like where's the time to like go unless you have a treadmill at your home?
Fucking cry about it. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
He works till 4 p.m. every day and cannot take a day off. However, he seemed pretty happy to take a day off to watch a video game commercial from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on a Thursday.
I love to read comment sections in videos. Probably the best part of doing YouTube content creation is reading the comment sections of what a video has to offer. You know, as a content creator, the coolest thing.
I will say that kind of like it depends on the video, but if it's like a discourse heavy video, like for example, the Sydney Sweeney video is like, I'd like to see more comments on that. I'd like to see like people's opinions and all about that whole situation, you know? I like the value, I feel like the value from my video is also derived from the quality of the conversation that it starts in the comment section. You know?
Thing is, like, when you see like 1,000 comments on a video, because I'm somebody that likes lurking internet forums and just reading internet discourse, right? Especially when it comes to topics I enjoy. So when you read 1,000 comments, you're like, all right, shit, let me line up and get ready, boys. Let me read that shit all day.
This guy has a wife, he's a CEO, he works 9 to 5, and he uploads daily. How do you have the time to read YouTube comments from random people? Check this
that is true.
out.
You should be an upstanding, good citizen, okay? I wake up,
Another smoke alarm.
I do my job, I come home.
Many of the instances where Mutahar says YouTube isn't his job are from videos where he rants about how unstable YouTube is as a job because of their never-ending policy changes. These things supposedly don't impact him.
That is low-key true, but to be fair, policy changes just like on a whim, like willy-nilly, that is an issue with a lot of jobs. The main difference is you are learning about YouTube policy changes from public tweets and probably just a little notification, maybe even an email, where when it's from your actual job, it's going to be a lot more personal.
He does YouTube to relax, but he's always obviously upset in these videos. He consistently paints himself as a hard worker.
It sounds like you worked really hard in high school. We're talking about taking night classes, doing community service, like side jobs on the side, like...
Wait. Knowledge that Mutahar is a habitual liar. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's blurred. I'll help you understand.
He has this insane work ethic, but he's also curious about how Destiny can get so many things done.
I noticed that you do like a lot of canvassing. Like you actually go out of your way. You've launched your own like podcast with like other people to bridges, and it's like, what is next really? Like, how do you kind of manage all that too? It's the other big thing that I kind of wanted to come into, because it's like it really feels like you're a one-man show, but you're doing like a lot of shit, and you're managing it pretty well. Destiny's
too lazy to cook for himself. He's not the workaholic with an excessively tight schedule he can never pull back. If Mutahar...
Dude, I was not expecting shade being thrown at Destiny in this video.
Our stories about himself are true, he should not be impressed by Destiny at all. Mutahar...
that is true.
Also often claims that he's an immigrant and equates that to him being poor or his family being poor.
Oh, this is gonna get spicy.
Will say his father had to go through medical school twice, not recognizing the privilege of being able to go through it even once. You don't need to come up with all these hardships you've been through. Everyone can already...
Medical school twice?
You see, your life is a struggle. You're not white, and you still can't... and say the N-word. He's got this other larp about not buying anything expensive.
Very rarely am I trying to pay full price for any of this computer crap. You don't need to, all right? I don't overspend my money on crazy computer chairs. I think whatever I can get at Costco fits me fine enough. As far as my peripherals go, I have some SteelSeries headsets, keyboards, and a Logitech mouse, which I think is really awesome. If anything, I overspend on my monitor.
He's so frugal, but he also owns a luxury diving watch worth...
Oh! Dude, this is next level hating. He pulled up a frame from a video. Google might be getting... Okay, I would assume that's a pretty recent video, right? Because I'm pretty sure only like talks about that has only been relatively recent.
With almost 10 grand.
Can somebody translate this into a United States dollar or even Canadian dollars? United States and Canadian.
If you have an easy life because you were born to a rich family, just enjoy it. If you're rich, just enjoy being rich. Improve your production value. Get some acoustic treatment. Get some monitor arms. Show your audience that if you work...
Wait. What do you point out right here about the LEDs?
Get some acoustic treatment. Get some...
This weird little LED stick is actually a monitor stand. It takes so much fucking space on his desk, man. Monitor arms that can hold even super ultra wides aren't that expensive.
Monitor arms.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see.
Audience that if you work hard,
is he just using a monitor stand as a light?
Succeed in life, you can have nice things. Why not? So was Ethan Klein right all along?
I upload every day, and YouTube's not even my...
Oh, chat. Okay, chat. Tell us. You guys had your predictions before. Don't flip flop now. We all know if you said each H3 was right or wrong.
Like job. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro.
I'm not going to claim.
So isn't Mutahar literally joining H3 in a lawsuit? Like they're kind of legally binded together now.
But Mutahar has absolutely no jobs beyond YouTube, even though the things he says about his business are very vague and inconsistent. However, he has definitely been lying about being an engineer for a decade, benefiting from the prestige, the authority, and the credibility that
Israel tough.
comes with that label. You don't call yourself an engineer dozens of times without specifying you're talking about programming jobs you did 10 years ago. He's clearly mostly just a self-taught tech enthusiast, not an engineer. He's seen as a cybersecurity expert or as a cybersecurity engineer, as he called himself.
This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer,
But when he assisted Nuxtaku in tracking down the V-Shoujo swatter, he fell for a basic social engineering trick where the swatter, who was a minor, pretended to be one of Nux's fans who knew the swatter in real life and fed them.
Okay. So I'm just like, I feel like that's also a point against Mutahar now. It's like, how is he doing these investigations for like how is he doing it? Right? If he's editing all the videos, like obviously like he doesn't need to do a thumbnail and there's not that much editing in his videos. But if he's recording, editing, uploading all of them, and every single day, how does he have the time if he has a 9 to 5 to do all these super specific investigations?
A bunch of bogus information.
I appreciate the random fan who was in that Discord server that actually contacted me and reached out to me about this stuff. Oh my god, you guys are legends, honestly.
V-Shoujo's cybersecurity expert knew this was bullshit. The cybersecurity engineer did not. Mutahar doesn't do drama content anymore because it's all needless negativity, and YouTube isn't his job. However, he
definitely backed out of that real quick.
Still weighed in on the pirate software drama after videos about it began going mega viral. What
I should have hopped on it, man.
Is Mutahar the computer engineer who knows all of this shit going to weigh in with?
No. Right now, as a video editor, I do more engineering now, so back-end programming for effects work. I'm working on a new codec for video right now for H.265, so we can actually transmit better video quality at higher resolutions. I'm actually doing something which
Wait. He put text
and actually transmit better video quality.
H.265 is a codec. This phrase makes no sense, but if Mutahar is programming encoders, he would be incredibly advanced.
Quality at higher resolutions. I'm actually doing something which I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on. So I've been designing AI toolset that basically you can inject, hopefully, into like video tools, and this is gonna be like video games or whatever, right? So it's like, let's say that
video. Okay, what's video tools in this situation?
Microsoft backwards compatibility, right? So I had this tool idea. This is kind of what I got going in my head. So I had this idea, and I hope to one day sell it to Microsoft, right? So what I do is, since I have a really good video background, right? I've been designing neural stuff around it. So what I want to do one day is, you know how Microsoft has backwards compatibility, right? So would it be really fun?
Right. He keeps saying right because he's insecure about what he's saying.
If I could design a way that Microsoft could take the textures in their video games, right? So they could take the textures mapped in their video games and find a way to AI upgrade them. So like basically use a fucking photo AI.
This is from 2019. He's talking about AI.
I like basically use an artificial intelligence that can scan across, all these textures and just fucking upscale them to like 4K, 8K, whatever they want to go to, and make games.
I mean, like, that's not a bad idea. It's not inherently a bad idea. It's just like AI upscale textures
look better without needing, developers to make it better, right? That could be an idea for me. It sounds simple on paper. Obviously, it's very, very, very fucking time consuming to make it even as effective as you want.
He knows how to program video encoders. He knows graphics APIs and AI tools in 2019. What does he know in 2025? What can he add?
Oh,
code.
Is
that we're looking at.
Is he showing his ass now?
Here is this falling particle. Now, there's a lot of numbers that are being dropped in here, and one of the things that you'll tend to see in Pirate Software's code is magic number abuse.
Nothing unique, nothing new, nothing that Coding Jesus didn't say in his video, which Mutahar keeps mentioning.
There's nothing wrong with having shit code, right? There's nothing wrong with being bad at it. I'm not a fucking great coder either. So I'm actually doing something.
Oh! He admitted it. Yeah, dude, he's cooked.
Which I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on, but I'm also not claiming to be this crazy fucking guru hacker expert in the world.
Yeah, for the past 10 years you've been claiming to be an engineer, a computer engineer, a computer science engineer, a cybersecurity engineer. You fuck with code.
Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
You do programming as a hobby, but when it comes to showing your knowledge, you only know the basics. Now you're here judging someone for inflating their credentials. At least Pirate Software's lies didn't break the law. At least he actually worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. Appeal to authority fallacy right there, especially when you're talking about Canada, right?
Again, when
I would say Pirate Software is worse. Because okay, you know what? M or P? M for Mutahar, P for Pirate Software. I would still say Pirate Software is worse because he sold a product and what he hasn't finished it after what 8 years.
You have an ego. You got to be able to match it with the skill. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that skill is all the way there, unless that skill is making a whole lot of spaghetti code. Ladies and gentlemen, if you
all right, chat. If you guys collectively give me $50 on stream, I will play Pirate Software's game Heartbound.
like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it, I'm out.
Man, what a great way to end a
Don't worry. If it's if I get under 2 hours, I will refund it.
video. Let's check out some of those comments. We love reading the comments from regular
Mr. Obvious.
commenters like Mr. Obvious. I wonder what he's into.
Mr. Obvious says, my feel win, I might as well.
Wait a minute. Oh, my, would you? Oh, Mr. Okay. Isn't Mr. Obvious also Indian? Wait. So okay, yeah. So this guy, I remember, like, I'm pretty sure he used to stream with like Yellow Flash, but he like kind of like disappeared. Do you think all Pirate Software had to do was be humble and say my bad and know that?
Commenters like Mr. Obvious.
What skeletons does this guy have in his closet?
I wonder what he's into.
I mean, obviously, other than just being like a general Cole poster.
Mr. Obvious says, my feel win, I might as well be all for. And then we see some lolly here featuring some underage characters. Here's two more drawings of underage characters posted by Mr. Obvious. Kind of strange, isn't it? Mr. Obvious says, boys, heart emoji. And then
boys. No, oh my dog.
Underneath that, we can see a photo of an underage girl who is pulling anal beads out of her anus using her feet. That's quite the talent.
It's just silence.
Oh.
Let me line up and get.
Okay, but still, like, he's a commenter. Like he in that like it's not like his association with like Nux Taku or anything. He like Mr. Obvious is just a commenter, right?
Get ready, boys. Let me read that shit all day.
Disclaimer: Mutahar obviously doesn't condone every person who comments under his videos. He should probably ban that guy.
So that was my appetizer.
Okay, genuinely, that's a completely moot point. Who the fuck cares? Like, you literally just had dirt on that one guy, so then you just like included it because no one's gonna watch a video on Mr. fucking Obvious.
For my upcoming video. Given his inconsistent stories, Mutahar is either lying about his job and business, or he tells really pathetic made-up stories about them to sound more interesting. Once again, I am not a lawyer. It might not be illegal for Mutahar to lie about being an engineer, but by any reasonable definition, he is a total fraud. He has no computer engineering.
He said the thing.
Degree, or even a computer science degree, but he still presents himself as an engineer, a computer engineer, or a computer science engineer. He is not trained in this field, and he is not employed.
Oh, okay. People I think people are talking about Mr. Obvious and his dad. Okay. Like, what's the lore here? Like, what did Mr. Obvious and his dad? What's up? What did his dad do?
At these roles. He is a self-taught hobbyist, a dilettante, not an engineer. Despite admitting that he hasn't been an engineer in years, not that he ever was, he continues to introduce himself as one, letting his audience's imagination run wild and conclude him to be far more qualified than he actually is. It does not matter that he seldom admits to being a former engineer or that he hasn't been an engineer in years. The bigger picture that he's painting.
Mr. Robot? Is that Mr. Robot? You mean like just a robot? Right? I saw the big Bungie video on Mr. Robot, or not Mr. Just a Robot.
Audience is that he is a licensed, actively practicing engineer, which, based on his own statements, isn't true and cannot be true.
Max is the thinnest skinned bitch that I've ever seen when it comes to taking actual criticism on the platform. There is a way back from the mistakes that he's made. It just involves being a man and taking actual criticism to account and realizing that, yes, your entire career was a lie. Maybe it's time to turn that around, but he doesn't really want to be doing that. He wants a win when he can't even carve one out.
Mutahar has been telling this lie for 10 years. This lie is almost too old for his friend Nuxtaku to masturbate to.
Oh god, oh no, Mousy, you recognize these numbers?
What do the numbers mean, Mousy? What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Click on it!
Tell us!
I've never
I don't understand the context here.
even pondered the thought that we could have Lolly and Guro and Bondage all in one thing. That's amazing.
Oh my god.
On the topic of recklessly allowing the audience's imagination,
that one goon
to run wild, what do you think about this clip?
Oh, what? Bro.
I don't even know what that was.
That was some kid just sent you a video of them shitting and then shooting a dog with a Nerf gun.
It's a funny coincidence that the last time I reminded Mutahar about his own country's laws, it was about him watching cartoon child porn with Nuxtaku, not realizing that in Canada, it fits under the legal definition of child porn.
Wait, you showed porn in those videos?
He tried to ignore it for months, but then Hassan Piker drew attention to my video. Mutahar panicked, and he threw Nuxtaku under the bus while obfuscating his own culpability. The hit piece didn't land, so they settled everything in private and still lie about what happened. Why did Mutahar make a 40-minute hit piece where he condemns someone over and over again? No reason. It was just a goof. And oopsie, he's not hiding anything. There was nothing incredibly immoral and disgusting that he was aware of and tolerated for years. Something he would condemn any other person for. But in this case, he swept it all away. They also were not the only ones who knew about it and stayed quiet. The truth will soon be revealed. Remember to subscribe to see it when it drops. Next time, things are going to be a little bit different.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
One more thing.
At least where I live,
Dog has the rape switch.
in the I don't want to like dox myself through this.
As just a public service announcement, you shouldn't make it a habit of mentioning how far a certain location is from your house.
I actually called up a EB Games near my place, probably like minutes away.
Because of caption searches, every instance you've done it over the years can be found in seconds, giving potentially dangerous people the ability to triangulate the location of your house. Mutahar has fortunately only done it literally once, right after moving into his current house.
Now, of course,
why is he making this a point? Why?
Just to add further context,
it was like, yeah, by the way, you like kind of revealed where you live, by the way.
This house is like minutes away from the...
Now, I'm sure Mutahar's lying about the travel time estimate here, but just don't say anything like this. It sets a real...
There's a bunch of other creators out there who might have started saying, I live X minutes away from Y, thinking it is safe because Mutahar and cybersecurity engineer did it.
Bad example to other creators. You also shouldn't show a picture of yourself somewhere and forget to censor all the names of the stores, even when they are at an angle. I am not an IT guy, but I know how to do this.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very shitty...
Oi, you have to pay for that, young man. I'm a fucking computer engineer. I don't care.
The only power I have is the one you give me when you lie. By the way, you're exhibiting some of the most obvious signs of undiagnosed ADHD I've ever seen. I know you claimed you don't have it in October 2024, but I have reason to believe that wasn't something confirmed by a doctor, and I'm very certain you don't know what it is. Trust me, I'm an ADHD engineer. There's a little very simple quick form you can fill out to prove me wrong. It's called the ASRS V1.1. If 4 or more answers are in the gray zone, you qualify for further clinical examination. The part B is just information for your doctor, but if you often gray here too, it probably could go to schedule an appointment or read more about ADHD. I feel like this video is a little all over the place. Heavily recommend the video by Harmful Opinions as a follow-up. Unemployed me watching unemployed guy exposing another unemployed guy about lying about his... Notice how this didn't get heart. Oh, I'm a computer engineer, son, or during my time at Blizzard, daughter. Oh, I mean, okay, to be fair, he did... Pirate Software did actually work at Blizzard. He wasn't exactly good, but he worked there. So it's safe to assume Mutahar lied about scratching his balls. These are the creator himself responded to that. It doesn't include in his video. He also claimed to be ball scratching engineer, only to later admit his balls dropped out. So let's see, dude. I could legit get 2 degrees in engineering instead of lying for 10 years. Tech support, stolen valor. The Sonic 2 medallion really cursed AF. What's with 2025 with all the popular YouTubers getting exposed? I mean, I feel like at least not Mr. Beast himself, but Chris Tyson, his best friend, was exposed last year. I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's a lot more interesting this year, right? Because Mutahar, like it's not just like, oh, he diddled kids, right? It's not just that. Where I feel like in 2024, it was a lot of just that. Wait, hold on. There's another. Wait. Okay, no, I saw a JD Vance thumbnail profile picture in my chat. I was like, gotta change thumbnail to liar, fraud, ADHD in the closet. Closeted ADHD. He worked at Blizzard. Yes. He's a computer engineer. He uses a computer. He's a trader. He invests in Bitcoin and a Palantir. He's a video editor. He edits his own YouTube videos. He's a barista. He makes his own coffee. He's a chef. He makes his own food. He's a career. He washes himself. Citation needed. Right. I used to work at Blizzard. Right. Okay. Pirate Software did actually work at Blizzard, right? I'm not getting that confused. From what he was a bad employee. He was the only employee to demand a third monitor, but he used that for like Reddit and YouTube. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I knew that this day would come where he got the Sonic medallion. The curse spares no. Is this the guy? Your channel is the most conflicting thing I've ever seen. On one hand, a guy that is far gone down the incel pipeline, but you were also brave enough to call out Destiny a year before the allegations came to hand. I have a GF, just to be clear. Wait, this is Mr. Obvious. Wait a minute. Oh, he doesn't make slop anymore? Wait, or does he? Genuinely, what is this upload schedule? Exposing the 4B. Wait, when did he just okay, yeah, Destiny is everything wrong with modern politics. Exposing Destiny. Dang, 344. Dang. Is he just not gonna like wait, if it's I guess the anti-SJW to conservative grifter pipeline hit hard? Yeah. The anti-SJW to conservative grifter. But buddy, did you blow in from Stupid Town? His dad was in the World of Warcraft episode. I'm assuming you're talking about South Park, right? I don't care. Wait. Okay, does he not address the point that was made in the video? Did he just not see? Why did he get liked by this guy? Didn't you call him like a pedophile? Why did you like his comment or heart his comment? Mr. Obvious, you need correction. I don't care about this point. Had to ban a person years ago, and they were trying to cancel me with various BS back in the day. You could change your Discord name to anything like 3 times a month, and people used to troll. But FYI, I don't go by my name on Discord, and this stuff isn't allowed on the server anyways for TOS reasons. Personally, I don't give a damn about drawings, but yeah, people have been pulling stuff like this for years. Lastly, I don't think the original video is up. You can make of what you want on that. Okay, so this is his like response. This is his response to the lolly allegations. Also, it shouldn't even matter what I'm into, nor is it anyone's business. Lastly, I'm American and drawings ain't legal, but Muta is Canadian and drawings are illegal. FYI. In conclusion, if it's true, Muta is a hypocrite. It bothers me a lot because I'm a freedom of expression enjoyer, and he has bashed anime girls in drawings as real life for years. That being said, I'm not entirely convinced of everything in the video, but I'm open to the arguments. Also, I find it funny people sim for questionable characters in Western cartoons and TV shows all the time, but Lord forbid it's that. Okay, that's actually kind of true. Like if you see like the lesbian shippers, that he has a point here. Regardless, though, at the end of the day, people need to learn to separate fiction from reality. Okay. Nope, nothing like that. I just need to fix my health problems and make more content. That simple. Okay. Is that... Well, okay, he's literally arguing with a YouTube comment section in another guy's channel. As I understand it, his parents were immigrants, probably rich ones and high castes. Those are the ones who can afford to move to a high-priced country like Canada. He made pretty ignorant claims in the past, like claiming to not know about grooming gangs in the UK and rejecting the idea of refugees and immigrants are the ones behind many of these crimes. Being he's likely very sheltered, most likely has never left the country. He's had fallouts before, such as with Nux Taku, who is not a victim by any means, although I don't know much about it. I'm not entirely sure what to think of Mutahar, to be honest. I'm still making up my mind. Okay. Yeah, that okay. I was not expecting him to be in the comment section here. Write a program in JavaScript. I'm a software engineer. Trade and win $20 while losing 2,000. I'm a stockbroker. Buy a house at a slightly lower price. I'm a CEO of a company that flips assets. I mean, if this guy lies like this, how much are they lying to his... Whoa. How much are they lying to his wife? Ooh, dude, that's a... That is a crazy assert. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I miss the days when he used to read creepypastas. Who remembers the creepypasta days? Wait, hold. Devoured Eagle in chat. In the words of the legendary Blackbuster critic, longtime RTUA log, the guilty parties always reveal themselves. We're pulling out the stoic stick. 80 to 85% win rate day trading by looking up stocks in the NASDAQ this morning. This is such an insane lie that I can only assume he has zero stock trading experience. Oh man. Wait, I heard Mutahar has been deleting his backlog of YouTube videos recently, and now I see this. Interesting. Very interesting. Turns out everybody lies on their resume, not just Blizzard employees. As an engineer, I have to say, I remember when Mutahar made good videos. I remember.